Good morning. Today I'm going to show you guys how to create your maze projects using Scratch. The first thing you're going to need to do is in Scratch, you're going to want to make sure you save it in the right spot. So you guys are going to go to File and Save As, and remember you're going to click on your class day over here, click in your computer class, whichever class you are, AMD or BNC, double click and make sure it gets saved in that folder. You're just going to call this project Maze. After you save it, and I already had one there, but I'm going to save this new one over it, the first thing you're going to do is get rid of your cat. Okay, so I'm going to use the scissors, I'm going to cut my cat, and now all I have is my stage. Now on the first day, what you want to do is you want to set up your maze in order that your character would have to start in one spot. For instance, say I wanted him to start in this top left hand corner, and I want him to finish in another spot. Okay, so I'm going to show you an example of a project right now. I have a maze day one project right here. Okay, and ignore the scripts just for now, and I'll show you what the background looks like here. Okay, so the background of my project looks something like this. Now what I did to create this was I clicked on stage, and in backgrounds I clicked edit. And what I did was I used my paintbrush tools and my line tools to create a maze that looks like this. Now my maze, in this case, I want my character to travel along the red lines and to not be able to touch the yellow outlines. And I want you guys to do something similar. So what I would suggest is choose one color for where you want your character to travel and choose another color for the background. Okay? Now your maze does not have to start like mine. It doesn't have to finish like mine. I want you guys to be creative with this. But you are going to draw your own maze. And as you guys can see, I am not the best artist in the world. But what I did was I just used my straight line tools in order to draw these big red lines. All I did was click on the red, the line tool. You can change the brush size right here, and basically all I did was I clicked and I drew lines just like that. Okay, and I made them nice and straight. Now if you make a mistake, you can undo. Okay, after you finish it, you're going to want to also include a spot where the character finishes or says you win or something like that. You want to do that in a different color. So notice I chose at least 3 colors for my project: where my character travels, where I don't want them touching, in this case the yellow area, and then the blue area where they finish. Okay? Once you create your stage, which is going to take you a lot of the class period for today, then what you're going to do is choose a character. Now in this case I chose this sprite, and notice I made him very small to fit in my stage. Okay? That's this button right here, the shrink sprite button. So I clicked on that and I shrunk him down. Okay? And then after you do that, you're going to want to put in a few scripts. Now these scripts are posted on my big campus under the Programming with Scratch. Okay, we finished the All About Me project, so you're going to scroll down a little bit, and these are the scripts that you will need for your maze project. Okay, they're all right here, and I want you to set up these scripts for your main character. Okay, if you put in these scripts the same way they are here, all 4 directional keys on your keyboard will control your character. Starting with the down arrow, it makes it point in the proper direction and move a certain number of steps. Same thing with up arrow, right arrow, and left arrow. This script is to make sure your character starts where you want them to start. So I'll show you my example. In this case, I even have my character say hello as well. You don't have to have that, so I'll cut that out for now. But when I click the green flag, it's going to put my character in this spot. So when I click the green flag, there he is. He's in the right spot. So anywhere I ended up, if I click the green flag, boom, he's back to where he needs to be. Now all of these keys work properly, okay, to move your character down, to move him over, to move him back, okay. And the other thing is, if you don't want your character to flip upside down, you choose this button right here, only face left or right. Because otherwise, if you allow him to rotate, the character will flip upside down and run sideways. Now if you want that to happen, you can do that, okay. And then lastly, the other scripts that are on here involve touching of colors and finishing when you get to the victory. And I'll talk more about those next class, but these buttons are listed under sensing if you're ready to get that far. Okay, so what they do is basically they don't allow you to touch the outside colors. So if I set my script up like that, as you notice as I walk down my character, if I try to walk off of the stage, boom, it sends me back to the beginning. That's this script right here. This script tells you when you finish, so when I click and I have my character over here, and I'm going to cheat real quick, when he touches the blue, as soon as he touches the blue, it says winner, and then it stops everything. Okay, so that is how you set up your maze projects. I can't wait to see what you guys create, and